that time of year again, where two states and two teams battle for one boot. Purple and gold versus Cardinal and white.
Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is more than just a game.
The 10, touchdown, Razorbacks!
It's playing for the name on the front, to create a legacy for the name on the back.
I got that wood, and that's how you pronounce the name Arkan. It's Arkansas, baby.
To never yield and to fight for Arkansas.
Touchdown, Arkansas! 7 yards to Omega Blade!
60 minutes for your brothers. 60 minutes for the state.
Touchdown, Arkansas!
This is the Golden Boot.
Intercepted, but Tera Richardson, Arkansas wins.
Hey Razorback fans, and welcome back to our Woo Pig pregame show here on Hogs Plus. I'm Tera Talmadge along with Quinn Grovey. We're back after the bye week. The Razorbacks are back. They are rested. We're getting our healthy O-line back. Taylon Green is feeling good. This is big time coming into this matchup with LSU for Arkansas.
Well, it helps. I thought the bye week came at a really, really good time for Arkansas, considering you had some guys banged up. I mean, the last game against Mississippi State, we played with two really, really young guys on that offensive line.
Yeah.
And still ran the football pretty well. But now if you can get your whole complement of offensive linemen back, and then you can get Taylon back after that last hit he took at the end of that game, which was really, really rough.
Yeah.
I mean, so he seemed to be in good spirits. And if 10 is okay, that offensive line is okay, then you've got a chance to win a football game.
This is definitely a winnable football game for the Razorbacks. We're going to get a deep dive into LSU in just a minute, but let's talk about this rivalry as well. We haven't had the boot in a while. Arguably one of the heaviest trophies out there, I got to say. But we would love to bring it back. It hasn't been back to Fayetteville since, I think, 2021.
That's right.
Q. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, it is a big trophy, and you like to win those rivalry games. There's no doubt about it. And everybody wanted LSU as your permanent opponent, and so far we've got that. And so now you get a chance to go ahead and play your final three opponents as your three permanent opponents, allegedly, as you would say. But as of right now, that's going to be the case. But this is a big one. I don't care. As long as we've been playing LSU, it's always been a tight contest. They've had a lot of NFL guys. We hadn't had as many as them, but we've always been in that football game. So this is just a little bit different. They're not the same LSU of old. I mean, their offense is not as explosive. Their defense is still really, really good, but our offense is explosive. And it just feels like this LSU team is kind of tailor-made for our defense, which, again, helps our offense. So long story short, it'd be good to go down to Baton Rouge. You play them in the morning.
Love that.
So they're going to have to get up and tailgate really, really early, but they don't mind that. They don't care.
Get the Bloody Marys rolling.
They'll start the night before, and so that's just what they do. So I think the fan base will be excited about playing, but the biggest thing is I think our players will be excited about playing. And if we can get a win, that'll be so big for these guys.
We had Matt Stinchcomb of SEC Network on the Razorback Daily earlier this week, and we asked him about this matchup. He had a lot of great things to say. He talked a little bit about that early morning start. He thinks this is a big opportunity for the Razorbacks, and here's what he had to say about how the Arkansas offense matches up with that LSU defense.
If they play the way they did versus Alabama, where they were pretty aggressive. I mean, they're bringing pressure. They're bringing zero pressures. Coach talked about it. Coach mentioned it in his press conference. He's like, hey, wait a minute now. They're coming in with their ears laid down. You know, they're cutting loose. That's fine. This kid at quarterback that you all have,
better get him.
You better get him. It's one thing to get to him. It's another thing to get him, right?
That's right.
Close does not count. And
that's right.
The Sellers kid and Green, to me, are the two where you better be smart, because even if you get to them, it's hard to get them. And by that, I mean down, right? I'm not talking about affecting them. I'm not talking about, hitting them and all this other, because they're just so good with the ball in their hands, and they're good at running through those tackles. They've got, it's almost like they run like running backs. And to me, that's the danger. And if LSU is going to be as aggressive, which they don't have like a form, it's not like they say, well, you know what, it's Joe Lee Dunn all over again. Just we're coming out and we're going to light you up. It's not that. But based on what we saw last time out, that I think it will afford some opportunities for this offense. And the Washington kid, I mean, this run game is underappreciated. I think it's one of the best in the conference. You look at the numbers, especially versus conference opponents, even though we're kind of a backloaded schedule, we got 3 conference games to play, including this one. But it's probably second only to A&M, I want to say. There might be one other, I think, that's up there, maybe Georgia on the ground. And this is the time of year where you have to find a way to get that ball going on the ground. And Arkansas's been able to do that. It's just what is it going to look like versus LSU.
Well, Stinch was really great, and I love what he said there about the Razorbacks. And really, if you haven't listened to it already, go listen to Stinchcomb on the Razorback Daily. His breakdown was so good, Q.
Stinch is really good. I mean, to me, he's one of their better analysts.
Yeah.
And whenever I see him like doing shows, TV shows or whatever, he always gets to it. But those offensive linemen, they've been in the trenches. They're really, really good broadcasters and really good analysts. So I just love how he breaks things down. He's got a good sense of humor. He's got a great football IQ, and he'll tell you exactly how it's supposed to look, especially being a former SEC lineman.
Well, he had a lot to say about Talon Green and how good he has been this season for Arkansas. He also talked a little bit about the LSU quarterback situation, Q, which we've got to discuss a bit because they're kind of in limbo. They've got 2 guys that they're going to at this point in the season.
Well, the problem for us is the one guy that's a part of the equation, Garrett Nussmeier, he killed us last year. He was able just to kind of dice us up, and that was really kind of his coming out party. I mean, he completed a high completion percentage versus us, and I think they'll try to do the same thing. I mean, they'll look to try to do some of that dink and dunk stuff right off the bat to really try to free up their run game. Yeah. And so Arkansas's linebackers and nickelbacks and cornerbacks are going to have to sit on some routes to really try to keep them from doing that. They usually don't take a whole lot of shots until they get across the 50-yard line, but that's where Garrett Nussmeier will really try to take advantage of it. So I just think if we can find a way to apply pressure to Nussmeier in the pass game, then you've got a chance to put them in a bad spot. But the only way you can do that is to win on first down and keep them off balance. You've got to be able to find a way to stop that run game, which is they only run for like 100 yards a game, which is not very much. If they get into a situation where they can't run the football and they're not completing those short passes, then that's where you're going to see their second quarterback, Michael Van Buren Jr. He's the guy we played against him at Mississippi State last year. He can shake and bake and do a little wiggle, and he's like quick twitch kind of guy. And he reminds me a lot of Marcel Reed last year. Yep. More of a guy who wants to run it versus throwing it, but he can make all the throws. So, but I just think that however we play, they're going to really try to find a different answer with the quarterback because they've got a couple of different avenues they can take.
Well, interim head coach Bobby Petrino was asked about this situation earlier this week. Here's what he had to say about the LSU quarterbacks.
Offensively, seem very similar. Seem like they're still, in their minds want to throw the ball first and run the ball second. And, played both quarterbacks, so that was a little bit different. We're familiar with both of them, obviously, from last year. Have a lot of respect for Nussmeier and the way he's played throughout his career. Hasn't had the type of year that he thought he would have, but he's still a really good player. Both can really throw the ball, and we played against Van Buren last year, and he played well against us and did a good job. He's probably quicker to leave the pocket, quicker athletically leaving the pocket to get yards. Not that Nussmeier can't run, because Nussmeier's done a really good job throughout his career running and getting yards too. Van Buren just has a little bit more suddenness and quickness to him. But I'll bet they'll be non-committal the whole week probably and make us prepare for both of them.
Well, on the other side of things, Q, you mentioned the defense is solid, but their interim head coach mentioned that they struggle against mobile quarterbacks, which Talon Green's one of the best.
Well, he only leads the country in total offense. That's all. I mean, he's a guy that's going to throw the football at a high clip, completing 62% of his passes, and he's running the football at a high clip as well. I mean, he has over 679 yards on the ground. This guy averages 335 yards a game total offense, which is number 1 in the country. So he's going to cause you some problems. And so if you're having problems with a dual-threat quarterback, then this is probably not the team you want to play. But they're good. Yes. Their defense is really solid. They got Whit Weeks. They got
Weeks is back, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, he's back, and I mean they've got so many other guys out there that can make a lot of plays. When you talk about Harold Perkins, and there's another Weeks brother as well. I mean, there's two.
There's a few of them.
And so, but what they want to do though, they want to play one gap sound football, and really try to beat you up front. They're going to play in a 4-2-5. They're probably going to have to find a way to spy Talon. I just think they have to try to spy him, because if they don't, then he's probably going to hurt them in big-time situations. If they do spy him, then that's going to take another guy out of coverage, which is going to allow those crossing routes of Mego Blake and Raylan Sharp and all that stuff to start working. So the more times they have to worry about Talon means we can turn and hand the football to Mike Washington.
Yep.
And if we can do that at a high clip, I said it on our Razorback Daily podcast, Arkansas averages close to 200 yards rushing. They need to be at 170 to 200 yards rushing in this game. LSU only gives up 100 and something yards a game. So there's going to be something where it's not going to work. But I just believe if we can run the football, that means we're winning on first down. That keeps us out of third and long situations. But I do believe this offense is going to find a way to score 30 points, which is going to put LSU in a bad spot.
Absolutely. And, this LSU offensive line actually gives our defense some opportunities. They're having a little bit of issues protecting their quarterback.
Yeah, they really are. I mean, when you look at LSU offensively, this is not your daddy's LSU football team from an offensive perspective. They are only averaging 23.7 points per game, which is 14th in the SEC.
Yeah.
And they average 341 yards total offense, which is not what they normally do. They're going to live in 11 personnel. I mean, which is one running back and one tight end. They're going to try to spread you out, and they're going to try to dink and dunk to start off, and then try to open up their run game and then try to take shots on you. But they'll go a little tempo if they have success on a play, but you got to watch them on second down. If they run the football at a high clip and get like 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4, expect 75% of the time a play-action shot down the field. So Arkansas's defense is going to have to make sure they're in the right spot. But when they do that play-action, to go back to exactly what you talked about, they want to go max protection because they have given up 20 sacks this season. And so this is an opportunity for Arkansas's defense to really show up, and Quincy Rhodes is going to have a great game. He's really starting to come along from a pass rushing standpoint.
Yeah.
He's playing the run extremely well. But between Quincy Rhodes, Cam Ball, Phillip Lee, Xavier Sori, those guys are going to have to be really, really good at getting after the quarterback.
I think Stinch said that this is a game where Quincy Rhodes should just be licking his chops, is how he put it. So definitely some opportunities to make things happen for this Razorback team. Quinn, we've already gotten a good breakdown. What are the keys to the game, though, for Arkansas to walk out of there with a win?
I think I said it for us offensively. If we just do one thing, well, two things. Protect the football, of course. Well, three things. One, protect the football. Two, not have 18 penalties.
That'll help.
And then three, just play our regular style of play on offense. Yeah. If Talon Green has a Talon Green type game, Mike Washington does what he does, we're going to be in a good spot. I think we'll score 30 points. So we'll be in a good spot. But then defensively, you just can't give up big shots. And normally I will talk about the defense in a bigger perspective. But for me, I think the third leg of the football game is special teams.
Yep.
I think we've got to find a way to steal a play, steal a possession in special teams, whether that's a block kick, whether there's a big return, whether that's a huge punt. The hidden yardage in this game, because LSU is struggling so much on offense, the more we can steal yards and make them go the long haul, the better off we're going to be. So special teams is going to be critical in this game.
And there's a lot to play for in this game as well. Arkansas is looking to break the losing streak. LSU is looking to make a bowl game. There's pride on the line. There's the rivalry, the trophy. It's going to be a great one. Arkansas and LSU. Kickoff is at 11:45. You can watch that one on SEC Network. For Quinn Grovey, I'm Tera Talmadge, everyone. We're going to be back here next week with another Woo Pig pregame show. We'll see you then.